it seems like this whole draft cycle, everyone's been on board with taking edge at 4, including me, which is why it came as a surprise when lately I see people like Brett Coleman mocking Drake London at pick number 4 to us, and Daniel Jeremiah mocking Garrett Wilson at pick 4. But I decided to do some digging and kind of understand where they're coming from. So is there a shot the Jets could go wide receiver at 4 instead of edge? My answer is yes. Now, would I still prefer to go edge at 4 and then wide receiver at 10? Absolutely. But here is why wide receiver at 4 can make a little bit of sense. Number one, we would be the first team to pick a wide receiver in the entire draft, which means we get first pick at anyone we want, which means we can take the best receiver in the draft or whoever Joe Douglas has marked up as the best in the class. And you may be asking, isn't 4 a little bit too high for a wide receiver? Yes, it could be a little bit too high. I do think so. But do the Bengals regret taking Ja'Marr Chase at pick number 5? No. And if we take a wide receiver at pick 4 and they instantly help jumpstart this Jets offense, Zach Wilson takes that next step forward, will we really care if the Jets took a wide receiver at 4 and we still took an edge at pick 10? The answer is probably no. Even if a guy like Kayvon Thibodeaux turns into a star, we might look and be like, yeah, we could have gone Kayvon Thibodeaux and could have gotten this other receiver, but I think it's a lot better that if the Jets take a wide receiver and Wilson does develop, I think it's a lot better than if we take an edge at 4 and take a wide at 10 or wait a little bit later in the draft and then we still leave the 2022 season with questions about Zach Wilson. I think the first option is a lot better, which is definitely a good argument for why taking a wide receiver at 4 is not a bad idea. And there are a few teams that could take a wide receiver before pick 10. Number one that comes to mind, the Atlanta Falcons. They are desperate for a wide receiver. It looks like they're primed to take one at pick number 8. And the Panthers could be looking to trade down from pick number 6. They could take Pickett there. They could go quarterback, but their next pick after 6th overall is in the 4th round. So I think it might be smart for them to move back a little bit in the draft, regain some draft capital so they can keep on rebuilding this team, even if Matt Rule's trying to save his job. And the New York Giants are a sleeper team for a wide receiver too. Sterling Shepard, he's kind of ending the near of his prime, I guess. And with Brian Daboll being the new head coach there, he had a plethora of wide receiver weapons in Buffalo, and he could be looking to add another guy to that Giants locker room to pair with Kadarius Toney and Kenny Golladay, potentially Jameson Williams. I think he would be a very good fit there. And there could always be a sleeper team to trade up. The Saints, the Eagles, we don't know. So there could definitely be a scenario where the Jets where 2 receivers are taken off of the board before we get to pick number 10, and the Jets are maybe stuck with the 2nd or 3rd rated guy that they want and not the number 1 who they viewed as the best player in the draft. Now I will counter though, and I will still say I am still a proponent of going edge at pick number 4 and going wide receiver at 10 because this is a deep wide receiver class. This is a deep edge class, and if we go wide receiver at 4, there is a realistic chance that Kayvon Thibodeaux and Jermaine Johnson will not be there. The Giants are suitors for edge. The Seahawks could very well go edge too. They lack that, so if they don't go tackle, edge is definitely in play to help their defense. Same with Atlanta. Atlanta needs an edge presence. We think they'll go wide receiver, but we never know. There's a lot of shocks and surprises during draft day, so I can definitely see the argument for both sides, but I've started to warm up to the idea of wide receiver at 4. Like I said, I would still prefer to go edge at pick number 4, get our first chosen there because we had the 32nd ranked defense, and then go wide receiver at 10 because we'll still get a quality guy there, but it may not be that guy that really helps elevate Zach Wilson. It might not be that guy that gets 1,000+ yards season 1 and makes a day 1 impact. No, he could still be a good player. We could still get a quality guy in the 2nd round, but if you want to be absolutely safe and sure, and if Joe Douglas and Mike LaFleur have this wide receiver marked as the number 1 in the draft and they are just itching to get him, screw playing the waiting game and sitting there nervous in the draft room, praying that other teams don't take him. You get the guy you want, even if it may be a reach, because in the end, if it works out, who cares where they were drafted? It doesn't matter. Ja'Marr Chase and the Bengals, a lot of people were dunking on them for going Ja'Marr Chase, including me. I was a massive fan that was just going against the Bengals. Like, why would they go wide receiver? It's unbelievable. They should have gone Penei Sewell. Honestly, now, I don't really have an argument because Ja'Marr Chase made an instant day 1 impact. And the Bengals got to a Super Bowl largely in part due to Ja'Marr Chase being added at pick number 5. Now, I'm not saying the Jets are going to make the Super Bowl if they go with the Drake London or Garrett Wilson at pick 4. No, but they could certainly help this offense that is looking to add another quality wide receiver. So let me know what you guys think about this. It's definitely more interesting the more I ponder and think about this idea in the draft, man. It's so close. I'm so excited. I'm going to be making some more videos, so let me know what you guys think, especially about this topic. I'm very curious to know what you guys think, even after me presenting the argument for taking a wide receiver at 4 and then edge at 10, because the Jets could still get a quality edge at 10, like Karlaftis or Jermaine Johnson. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate all the support, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.